first down. The handoff to Marlon Mack. Huge hole, 50-yard line. He's at the 40, still going near sideline. He's at the 10. He's at the 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Marlon Mack. Touchdown, INDY. And again, it's picked off. It's Darius Leonard. Leonard with a second INT, and he's streaking down the near sideline. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. He's gonna go. A pick 6 for the Maniac.
Horseshoe is back, baby. The horseshoe is back.
What's going on, Colts Nation? Welcome back to another Bring the Juice Colts podcast live stream, guys. We're now officially ready to hop into week 2. So just wanted to say hi, guys, and a couple announcements before we get started. Thank you all so much for the continued support of the channel. This weekend has been crazy. Cody, we kind of mentioned it in the recap or in the post game stream, but we're kind of so upset at that point that we didn't really get to address it. But I mean, Darius Leonard had our podcast intro and my voice from another video where we were talking about Darius Leonard and Quentin Nelson. Where we were in his hype video, which is crazy to think about. It's still quite funny, honestly.
That is so wild. Like I remember, like, you told me, "Hey, watch this video," and I was like, "Is that your voice?"
Yeah, he said that, and I was like, I laughed, boys. I was so dead, boys. I listened to that for the first time, and I was like, "There's no way this is real." Yeah. But yeah, it was real, guys. So that was really cool. But yeah, so that happened, and then obviously the post game live stream was really awesome. You guys were very generous with the super chats. KV Gang Evans came in here, dropped a 500 bomb on us, and that was wild, boys. When I tell you, I was really close to on the verge of tears. That brought me really close. But that was very generous of him and everyone else that donated. And guys, be sure to check out channel memberships, okay? Channel memberships are now available. Just make sure to hit that join button that's across the subscribe button. Make sure you press that and then figure out if you want to be a channel member, be a part of the Bring the Juice podcast community today. Thank you all so much for being here. Let's talk some football, guys, because obviously we talked a lot about the recap of this last week, and we'll talk a little bit about that today, but kind of want to go a little forward into what can the Colts do to prepare themselves for their upcoming opponent in the Minnesota Vikings. Let's check out some comments here. Reese KFN is always in here. What's up, Reese? Kurtz 101, let's go. What's up, man? Michigan Wolverines with the first question here that I see, and that's question. Matt E was a McDaniels guy before McDaniels decided to pull a fast one. Does Ballard bring in his own next year? And is Reich on the hot seat if Indy loses this Sunday? Cody, do you want to answer both of those?
Could you pull it back up real fast? I want to make sure I'm reading it.
Yep. Basically, does Ballard bring in his own defensive coordinator next year, one more suited for Reich? And is Reich on the hot seat if we lose?
That has been something I've thought about. You know, if anybody was to get fired, could it be Eberflus? I mean, he wasn't a Reich guy. Reich says, they defended him and stuff. But if you remember, when Josh McDaniels left, Chris Ballard said, we're not going to just abandon him. We're gonna keep him. So maybe that's something where Frank Reich's not a huge fan of the defense that the Colts are running. I don't know. But maybe that's something that does happen next year if the Colts defense doesn't show significant improvement in the next 15 weeks. Honestly, yeah. I mean, out of any of these guys, I actually like more and more, you've added more talent now. At least from week 1, you haven't played any better. So if this continues, maybe that is something that happens. I don't know if I'd say Reich's on the hot seat quite yet if Indy loses next Sunday. I mean, there's still 14 more games to go, and Minnesota is not a bad team. So, I think it makes it a little bit warmer for sure, but, I just don't think that I'm ready to go there for him or Ballard at this point.
Reese KFN with the $5 super chat. Let's start strong against the Vikings. Reese KFN, thank you, sir. Thank you so very much for that super chat. You are always a real one in this chat. Always love you, man. And yeah, well, let's hope we can start off strong against the Vikings. We'll talk about that a little bit more. But Reese KFN, thank you for the $5 super chat. Michigan Wolverines, let's talk about this one here for me. Does Ballard bring in someone of his own? Well, if the defense doesn't improve, obviously, then yes, I would agree because, Eberflus said that the Colts tried some things yesterday that they haven't done since he's been there. So, I mean, I guess kind of a wrong time to be thinking of changing things up, but I mean, we'll see how that goes as the season goes along. But yeah, I mean, it's always a possibility. I mean, nobody's job is safe. And, who knows? Eberflus may decide to go somewhere else and, be a defensive coordinator or a head coach somewhere. I mean, it's always a possibility because we talked about that, a couple years ago that was a possibility. But Reich being on the hot seat, nah, not if we lose. I don't believe so at all. I would wait. I'm one of those people that has said that I'm going to wait to talk about that because, I mean, even if you decided that if he's on the hot seat or not, I mean, I don't think he would be after a loss to Minnesota. But, I mean, again, there's always possibility. But I think that there's just I think he just basically what I'm trying to say is that I'm not thinking of anything about Frank Reich until the end of the season because ultimately, who are you going to replace him with? If you even think about it. Let's see. Our friend Elliot Crabtree. What's up, guys? Elliot, I know you are definitely feeling yourself after what happened Sunday. I know you are. Derek, do most Colts fans know that Reich was fired when he was the OC in San Diego? I love Frank, but he's got to hold players accountable. See, I didn't even know that he was fired from being the OC in San Diego. I never realized that, but I mean, it's one of those things. People get fired in this league all the time. I mean, Reich bounced back, and look what he did. He was able to put together an offensive game plan that transformed the Eagles' offense when they went on to win a Super Bowl. So, I mean, people, and I agree with that last statement that Frank needs to hold more people accountable, including himself. I think he did. And I think every player that got interviewed, over the last 24 hours has been saying, I've got to do better. I've got to do better. I think everyone's just been self-reflecting and saying, I need to do better. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think that's the best thing you could say right now, right, Cody?
Yeah, I mean, but, it comes to the point where it's like, you can't just keep saying that. You have to actually go out there and improve. And, I believe that Reich does. I think he has a pretty darn good record after coming off of a loss. So I think the Colts will be a lot more well-prepared. And this is a factor we didn't really talk about, Derek. I mean, you didn't really know beyond Minshew and maybe DJ Chark. You didn't really have tape on this offense at all. You had no tape in the preseason. That's not an excuse, but, I mean, I think that is significant. You had no idea what was going to happen. So I think the Colts just maybe took them a little bit lightly, honestly. I think they might have because, you hear – I mean, players still hear what the media is saying. Jacksonville's a terrible – they were saying that stuff. Jacksonville's a terrible team. They're probably going to pick number 1 in the draft. And we've had very many Jaguars fans telling us, you guys don't give us credit for we actually have a good team. So I think the Colts maybe didn't give them credit either for how maybe they're actually better than we think. So, yeah, I mean, overall, I think the Colts, hopefully this is just a wake-up call. You're not as good as you think you are. You're not all that. You got to go out there and prove it. You got to earn it every single week. Doesn't matter who you're facing. So,
yep.
But yeah, Frank Reich does have to hold players accountable, and then they actually have to show improvement. I mean, it's one thing to say we got to work on that. Chuck Pagano said that all the time.
But you got to actually do it. Yeah, that's something.
They actually did not do it. That was something that happened. Pagano would say
we'll have to see if they do that this time because we've seen this team continue to do more. We've seen this team, get better as weeks went along. I mean, it's not unusual for this team, but it sucks that they start off so slow.
Yeah.
Kurtz 101 just became a YouTube member. Hold on, I got to figure out what tier this guy got. I'm sorry, Kurtz, I gotta check it out because it's not showing me. That's one thing. I heard YouTube fix that, but I don't know if they did for me specifically. I know somebody said that they show you which tier Somebody did, but I can't remember. Looks like he's a tier 1 member. Yep, pass the juice. Hey, Kirch 101. Thank you as well for the membership. Let me get you here. All right, we got him as a mod now. There we go. So that's the first step, is getting you modded. And thank you, Kirch, again for becoming a member of the Bring the Juice podcast, man. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
And let's see here. See a couple others. Oh yeah, and our member Devin Church is in the building as well. Devin, thanks for being in here. I modded you just now. I'm gonna work on getting the rest of your stuff working here soon this week, because I know that you became a member last week. I'll make sure to get your stuff going down for your membership here soon. So don't worry, we'll get you fixed up for sure. Let's see here. Like the stream. What Arrowhead Sports said, guys, do that.
Yeah.
Elliot, I think you guys are very competitive. Yeah, I mean, they definitely are. I mean, there's definitely no fight in the no quit in the Jacksonville Jaguars for sure. Good luck against the Vikings, fellas. Appreciate it, Elliot. Oh, hold on. I just got something else here. Hold on. And it looks like Sarah Small just became a member as well. Sarah, thank you so much. Thank you for becoming part of the Bring the Juice podcast community. Thank you, Sarah. Let me check this one as well to see what tier membership she is as well. Hold on. Let me see. Also another Pass the Juice member. Sarah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Glad to have you part of the community. Let's see here. Devin Church, what's up, everybody? What's up, Devin? How you doing, bro? Still not going to overreact to week 1 loss, but it could be a concern. Minnesota dropped 34 on a decent Green Bay defense. Our corners better be ready. Yeah, we're going to talk about that here in a little bit for sure. It's definitely something we have to monitor. Can't believe the Titans won against the Broncos. Well, I mean, when they were out without Cortland Sutton and they lost a few guys in there, I mean, it makes sense, especially since they didn't have Von Miller either. I mean,
Yeah.
Losing Von Miller is definitely really sucky for sure. Let's see. We coming for the Vikings. Hey, you better believe it. What's up, Anthony? How you doing, man? Good to see you in here. Hey, guys, go Colts. Hunter Peterson, thank you for being in here. Oh, my gosh. What is this? Hold on. Kelvin Beatty just became a member as well. Kelvin, thank you so much, my dude. You are always in here. You're always showing love, always showing appreciation. Thank you, Kelvin, so much for being in here. Let me check your status here. I want to check this. Another Pass the Juice member joined as well. So we had 3 Pass the Juice members join here in this stream already. You guys are awesome. Oh, new members, Kirch, Sarah, and Kelvin, thank you so much for becoming members, guys. Really appreciate it. Wow, 4 minutes after the stream starts, got to eat. See y'all. Hope we win. Hey, FaZe, you can always come back, bro. Always possibility. Let's see. Ballard and Freich need to be held accountable for this team. Not winning Colts fans have been patient. What do you mean been patient? I wouldn't necessarily say a lot of Colts fans have been patient. I mean,
in certain ways. I mean, you sat through 2017. 2018 was a good year. Last year, we understood with Jacoby. I agree. I really do agree, because I know a lot of people have been overreacting. Like, a lot of people have been like freaking out and saying, you show me that, Derek. There's been a lot of terrible takes like on every side of this. But somebody tried to make the argument that DeForest Buckner was not worth number 13 based off of his week 1 performance alone, saying we should have stayed and drafted Kinlaw. And Javon Kinlaw had 1 tackle. DeForest Buckner had, 6? And he also was a key part in a couple sacks. I know it didn't show up on the stat sheet, but DeForest Buckner still made an impact. And I know a lot of people, and we've said it a little bit, the Colts need to get more consistent pass rush. But honestly, when I looked at it and kind of looked back at some of the highlights, I mean, the Colts were playing so off on these receivers that Minshew didn't really need to hold the ball very long, and that's why the Colts really didn't get a ton of pressure, because he just got rid of it, and his receivers were running wide open. But I agree. Going back to this, this is the year, man. You have no more excuses. You can't go on the crutch of our star quarterback is out or our star quarterback quit on us a couple weeks before this year started. You can't do that anymore, right? Now you have to win. This is your entire roster. You've addressed the quarterback position. Like, you got to prove now that Colts fans we've been waiting for, it's going to actually come to fruition. So I definitely agree.
Let's see here. Hey, guys, do you feel we're a team that plays up to our competition like we did with the Chiefs last year? I think it's oftentimes we play down to it on occasion, especially playing in the AFC South. Sometimes I think we forget just that this is the NFL and that anyone can kill you at any given time. I think we might have just not been ready. I just don't think we quite understood that, the Jacksonville Jaguars are still a team in the NFL and they can still beat us at any time. So,
yep. And that falls on the head coach. It does. You got to get your team ready, no matter if you're facing what's presumably one of the worst teams in the league or if you're facing Kansas City. You have to come out ready, and the Colts were not. And that's why we were so hard on Frank Reich, because we're like, dude, you have no preseason games. You've known this matchup is happening for months. You got to get prepared. You got to get your team ready.
Yep. And Jamari, we're going to ask this. We're going to talk about this here in about 10 minutes or so. Don't worry. We're just getting through a couple of the comments, the people that are in here early. 50 of you in the chat right now. Thank you to all of you that are in here. Thank you to Kirch, Sarah, and Kelvin for becoming members today. And guys, if you want, like the stream down below. Be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. We don't care if you're Colts fans, if you want to just sub to hear the content or hear our opinions on Colts-related topics or anything NFL-related at that, then just be sure to subscribe and chat with us during our live streams like we're doing right now. And if you guys want to become members of the channel, be sure to go do that. Let's see here. And we'll talk about the game here in a little bit. What do you guys think about us inviting 3 running backs to work out, Lamar Miller being one of them?
Yeah.
I kind of expected it. I kind of expected the Colts to do that. Stinks they didn't try to get Jonathan Williams back, but
is he still on the Lions practice squad? Like, I don't know if he's still.
Yeah, I thought he still was.
He's activated or not. I'm not sure. But I definitely think they should look into that. Some people also brought back, what if you bring back Roosevelt Nix? I'm curious your thoughts on that, Derek.
I don't want that. I don't want that. Honestly, rather go with something else. But people were questioning the why the Colts brought in Matt Gay for a kicker for a practice squad.
Yeah, I mean, I get it on one hand. Like, it's not great for, at first I was like, why are you working out a kicker? Like, Rodrigo, yeah, he had one miss, but overall I thought he bounced back nicely on that second field goal, or on that third field goal, the second make of the afternoon. But I think it's just doing your due diligence. I mean, what if something does happen? You just have a guy in your practice squad that you can kind of, just have there. So I'm not I think it's just a good insurance policy. I don't think that, for me, it doesn't show that they lost any belief in Rodrigo. It's just doing your due diligence there.
I got you. Niski Cap, what's up, dude? Good to see you. Think I'm ready to move on from the defensive coach. I'd say give it a little bit more time, One Man Dynasty. If this continues, then yes, we might have to see a change.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sam, is this Sam or is this somebody just with Sam's profile picture?
It might be Sam on. I don't know. That's weird. I don't know why. That's
funny. Could you guys see the Colts go to Matt Gay in week 3 if Hot Rod struggles this week? I doubt it, honestly. Another let's get rid of Eberflus. I don't know. Not yet.
I mean, it's just so early. And I don't want to make excuses because that was terrible. It was absolutely inexcusable. But it's week 1. The Colts started 1-5 a couple of years ago, and they ultimately made the playoffs. Now I know it's a lot different scenario now. Andrew Luck's obviously a lot better quarterback than Phillip Rivers at this point. But still, anything can happen in the NFL. I'm not in panic mode yet. I'm going to give them a little bit of grace. Even though I'm not excusing the play, I'm going to give them a little bit of lenience with the really odd offseason. So we'll see what happens in week 2. But if it continues, I definitely will be on board getting his seat a little bit warm.
Absolutely. Greetings from Germany. Go Colts. What's up? Greetings from Germany. That's cool.
Thank you.
You think we can double Adam Thielen, then play man against the unproven Vikings wide receiver group? Would assume it would help the D-line. Well, here's the one thing that we know for certain that the Colts are going to do this week, Cody, that is different than what we've seen. The Colts are going to play up on the line of scrimmage a lot more this time around. They have to, because you got a bunch of good slot receivers this week that definitely are great route runners and can ball. Okay. Adam Thielen, Justin Jefferson have really good hands and really good route running. And not to mention, Gardner Minshew and Phillip Rivers are number 1 and number 2 for the quickest throwing rate. They actually, Phillip Rivers was number 2 and Gardner Minshew was number 1 for the quickest time to get rid of the ball in the pocket. Like Gardner Minshew was getting the ball out in less than 2.5 seconds over that game. That's number 1. So the Colts need to get pressure on those wide receivers and force the quarterbacks to hold on to the ball for a split second longer and give that defensive line a better chance to gain some pressure, because again, the defensive line is not getting consistent pressure on a guy that's throwing the ball in less than 2.5 seconds. That's not going to happen. You'll never get consistent pressure that way. So the secondary is going to have to help out. I know we said the defensive line is going to have to get more pressure to help the secondary. Well, the secondary is going to have to play up on the ball a little more.
Yeah, they're good. They're definitely going to have to be a lot more physical at the line. I mean, that was like that is something that I just was really like, why are you not, being more physical with these receivers? Why are you playing off them so much? They definitely need to. But, the more I've looked at it, like I said earlier, the less I blame this defensive line, because Minshew was just able to find receivers wide open all the time. He only had to hold the ball like a couple seconds and he could find a guy wide open. So as much as you want to crap on the defensive line, I'm going to give them a little bit of grace. They still got 4 sacks. Yes, they need to continue the pressure. Right? They need to be a little bit more consistent. But overall, man, I don't know. I'm just like, I'm going to give them a little bit of grace. They're figuring it out. Buckner took ownership. He said, man, I got to step it up here in the next week. I got to get off one-on-one blocks. So, hey, speaking of which, my friend Aaron, thanks, Aaron.
Aaron Harris just became a member. I want to see what did he get? Freaking YouTube chat's not keeping up.
Yeah.
Freaking UCF Jaguars in here as well. UCF Jaguars in here. He came in as screaming Duval at us again. Oh, good Lord.
You had it enough now, UCF. You sent your entire fan base coming at us. So
yeah, UCF sent a ton of those guys our direction over the rest of like everything. That is, you need to stop, guys. And look, Aaron Harris just became a Bringing the Juice member. Wow, Aaron Harris, thank you so much for the Tier 4 membership, Aaron. Thank you so very much.
He was asking me about Nyheim Hines a little bit ago, about fantasy relevance, and I said, dude, Nyheim Hines is good. He's going to be great because we play in a PPR league, and Nyheim Hines, I wish I would have drafted him. I'm kind of mad I didn't draft him.
I drafted him. He balled out, bro. I didn't put him in, but,
Yeah.
Frank should stop going for the hero play so much on 4th down, take the field goal sometimes. Yeah, early in the game, I would totally agree with that. I think it's time to kind of abandon, Cody, the idea of 4th and 1 inside the 30. I think it's time to abandon the philosophy of that early in the game. I think it's time to say, let's get the points. Get the points early and let's make it more difficult.
Right. And I'm all for being aggressive, but like Phillip Rivers said about, playing the quarterback, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being stupid. And honestly, Frank Reich was completely stupid in a couple times, especially that one, that 4th down. I don't know. It was stupid in the fact, like, I didn't have a huge problem with him going for it, but just the personnel that he played. And also Nyheim Hines really struggled to find that there was an open hole on the right side, and Nyheim Hines really
Jordan Wilkins would have found it.
Right.
Jordan Wilkins got good.
It's just like, I don't understand that, because you have Jonathan Taylor, 230 pounds. You have Jordan Wilkins, who's a bigger back. Why are you not having them in the game at that point? So I don't know.
Well, Frank Reich did acknowledge that Jordan Wilkins will receive some kind of role this next week, which is smart. Yes. Sorry for the loss of Marlon Mack. Prayers for him. Appreciate that, Elliot. Definitely hurts for sure. Let's see. We beat the Vikings by putting up more points than they do. Hey, John, I like that philosophy, bro.
Beat them by scoring more points than them.
Hey, I mean, you got to do what you got to do, Cody. I mean, people need to remember that everyone in this league is paid to play football for a living. Everyone on the Jacks is still really good. Let's go Cold Sunday. Kirch 101, love the show, boys. Kirch, thank you so much. Appreciate that. And thank you again for becoming a member. People that are not Colts fans get timeout. Not everyone gets timeout. You get a timeout if you say something either racist or start cursing in our chat.
Or start spamming. He got timed out because he was spamming.
Okay, Jamari, yeah, don't spam, bro. We'll get to it. If we don't get to it the first time, feel free to send it again, but just don't spam. We don't want to. I don't want anyone to get spammed or out of here, but it's just one of those things. Corey Smith saying the front four doesn't bring the pressure at the QB that's required in the Tampa 2. Again, guys, it's 1 week. It's 1 week, and Gardner Minshew got rid of the ball in less than 2.5 seconds. Okay, think about it. Now, bam, out. It's that quick.
See something, Derek?
Oh, I see it. It just came up. Hold up. I see it. You guys are talking so much, I can't even hold on to the.
Jamari, we weren't talking about you. You didn't spam.
Samuel Gick with the $5 super chat. It's time to pull the damn trigger. We've seen enough. Rivers, we need more swag, Kelly.
Oh, dear.
All right, Samuel Gick. All right. We're not playing that game, okay, Samuel Gick. We're not doing that. That's not.
Oh, swag Kelly in here, if you please, sir.
We got another freaking Justin Whitmer in here. Samuel Gick, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Very appreciative of you, and that's very kind. Let's see. Where did I lose myself? I missed the last stream. Did Jack do a $20 super chat since Rivers didn't rush for a TD? That was our deal. I don't know. We got to get Jack in here so that way he can give us our $20 super chat. He owes us. If the Colts win the Super Bowl this season, will Rivers retire or will be able to keep him back for another season? I think he'd probably stay if they'd win a Super Bowl, to be honest. But he could pull Peyton Manning. Just ride off into the wind, future Hall of Famer. Still pissed off, but go Colts. Eddie Hoke, appreciate you being in here. Yeah, that's kind of what we it's kind of been our feeling too, is that we're still mad, but we're still gonna ride for this team and we still think they have a chance.
We've been here before, we can do it again, That's kind of how I look at it.
There's so much here. Like,
where are we at?
I'm so far. Like, okay, guys, I'm gonna have to skip some of these because we're like 10 minutes behind, but I'm like a full 20 pages behind in comments right now. Like, you guys are so awesome right now, keeping the chat going.
Here,
appreciate you guys.
Yeah,
freaking UCF in here. Good Lord. All right. It's me, guys. I'm listening on Twitter while at work. Okay, there we go. Oh, let's see here. Okay. Be careful. I know who I am. Yes, there is. I'm not putting that up on the screen, but yes, there is actually. KV Gang Evans, I believe, is one, and he's a GOAT. So let's see here. I see something else. Hold on.
Too. Thanks, Aaron.
Aaron Harris with the $5 super chat, as well as becoming a member today. Aaron, thank you so very much. Very generous of you. What are the 5 things you both are looking forward to as the season progresses for the team? Let's make it rapid fire.
Yep.
Number one, looking forward to seeing what Jonathan Taylor will now do with the more snaps coming his way. Does Phillip Rivers continue to become more effective? Because obviously he can throw the ball. We saw that on Sunday, but he needs to be more effective. Does the defensive line actually stop the run? Because that's going to be an issue going forward. We can't have that as time goes along. But and then I would say secondary, how are they going to get better? And what are we going to use Trey Burton for? I want to see Trey Burton in this offense so bad right now, but we won't see him for a couple more times. So what are you thinking, Cody?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, those were good. I don't know if I'd add much. I want to look at this defensive line because they got a lot. They have so much talent, but the young guys didn't really see the field a ton. The Colts didn't do a ton of rotating at defensive end, which was kind of surprising for me why they didn't do that.
Yeah, they did some rotation, but not as much as they normally do.
Right. Banagoo barely saw the field, and I was kind of dumbfounded by that because he was having a really good camp from all accounts. So I'm looking forward to hopefully Ben Banagoo gets more snaps, gets more reps, and can get some more consistent pressure on this defense or on the quarterback.
UCF Jaguar, when we beat you guys in week 17, are you still going to bring in the Duvals in our chat?
Oh, no.
I hope you do. Because then you'll get roasted. I'm just saying. Oh, yeah. This is not Colts related, but this is relevant to the NFL. Saints wide receivers Michael Thomas is expected to miss several weeks with a high ankle sprain.
Oh, man.
That sucks for anyone that has him in fantasy.
Seriously.
Dude, I destroyed in fantasy this last week, okay?
Got destroyed.
I destroyed whoever my opponent was.
I don't like my team at all this year, so I'm kind of not paying attention as much as I normally do because my team's just really not good in my opinion, so I'm anticipating a bad year.
I have Matt Ryan, Josh Jacobs, David Johnson, Devontae Adams, Adam Thielen, Darren Waller, the Bills defense. I don't even know who I had as my flex. I think it was Julian Edelman and the Bills defense and Will Lutz. So pretty defense or pretty star-studded roster for me. Guys, let's kind of go away from the comments for right now, but thank you to everyone that is in here and talking. We'll definitely be sure to hit you guys up with a couple of these later on, but there's just so much of it going on right now that I can't keep up with everything. But
yeah, how many people are in here now, Derek?
What do we got here? We got 62 people in here right now.
Awesome.
So that's pretty good.
Haven't yet. To hit the like button wherever you're.
Gotcha.
Sub, we're almost to 3,200. We're only 12 away from 3,200, so that's really exciting.
Yeah, definitely. It's really cool, guys. You guys have been great. Thank you so much. And guys, let us know in the comments. Aaron saying, was the rest of your league just auto drafting? Yeah, about half of the league was, so thankful for me. Kirch 101 with a $5 super chat. Feed JT this weekend. I'll be the only stooge in Rivers Colts jersey this weekend. hey, it's all right, Kirch. But Kirch, thank you for the $5 super chat. Thank you for becoming a member. That's awesome. And thank you again. That $5 is very appreciated. Cody, let's talk about let's talk about this next week because we kind of talked. We've now talked for so long now about what the Colts did wrong. Well, let's see what they have to do now to make it right against the Vikings. I don't know a whole lot of the Vikings injury history. I'll have to pull that up. But, I mean, who do you think? Is there anyone that the Colts have had banged up outside of Marlon Mack that you think is going to hurt us? Because I don't think there's anyone outside of Marlon right now that's really got us in trouble.
No, not that I know of. At least not at this current moment. I haven't heard anything else. No, it seems like, fortunately, all these younger guys that have stayed healthy so far through week one, which is good news. Paris Campbell being the one that I was kind of concerned about a little bit, but he had a really good day. So I'm excited to see what Paris Campbell does and Nyheim Hines, obviously, who scored 2 touchdowns. But yeah, other than that, I mean, and the fortunate thing is the Colts have a lot of depth at running back. So that is definitely, obviously you don't want injuries to happen anywhere, but if they were to happen at any position, running back's probably the one that can take the hit like they are gonna have to. And so, but no, other than that, I don't see any injuries. Are you pulling up the Vikings injuries?
Yeah, I'm trying to find something for that. It's kind of difficult, to be honest with you. But
yeah.
While I try to find that, I mean, dude, now that we know that, Marlon Mack is not going to be here anymore for at least this year, what do you expect from this running back group? Because now that Jonathan Taylor is going to have to lead the group, I mean, and obviously Nyheim Hines going to get some touches. Wilkins should get some touches now, which is great. But Jonathan probably will be the premier back. How do you expect this running back group to run differently, if they run differently at all?
Well, they definitely have to run differently because last week was ugly. It was really ugly. I mean, Jonathan Taylor barely had 3 yards a carry. And they just have to stay patient with the run. That's what Frank Reich said. He said, I gave up on the run way too early. And I definitely agree with that. I know that it wasn't great in terms of thank you. I know it wasn't great, like in the yards or in the attempts that he did have, but that's just kind of how you have to do it sometimes. Just stay patient with the run. Don't freak out. Don't abandon it. So the Colts just got to be patient with this, and they got to be patient with what with what they're going to do with the running back position. I mean, and I want to see Wilkins more too. I really do. I think he's shown that he can average really well, and like he's averaged. I believe it's the most yards out of any guy who carries within so many carries. So, even though this injury sucks, I'm actually really excited to see Wilkins getting more touches and to see what Taylor can continue to build on his week 1 performance.
And that's what we got right here. Samuel Gick with another $5 super chat. Thank you, Samuel. Think this is Mac's last year, and also feed Taylor. No, I don't think this is. Honestly, I think this is somewhat of a blessing in disguise for the Colts, in the sense that, you can now give him another 1-year deal because you want to see him healthy at his best, right? I think that's what we might see, but I don't think this will be the last we see of Mac. But yes, we need to continue to feed Taylor. That dude's definitely a monster. Cody, did you see that he had the 3rd fastest time of any player in the NFL last week?
Jonathan Taylor did, yeah.
Yeah, he ran 21 miles per hour on that screen that he ran.
Wow, that play was nuts. Like
that was insane. Like, if Pittman wasn't in his way, I honestly felt bad for the guy to try to take on that hit, because he would have been there. We would have witnessed a murder. To be honest, we would have seen a murder.
Tackle a truck, man. It's like
it for real is.
You're going.
Samuel Gick, thank you for the $5 super chat, and Reese KFN, thank you for another $2 super chat. Really want to see Michael Pittman get 70, 80 yards. I would love to see that. It's kind of like what we saw for Paris Campbell last week.
Man, I want to see the Colts get all these receivers involved more. They have a lot of talent at wide receiver. I was very confused why they didn't target these guys more last week.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And I was just really like, what? You have all this talent. Guys are open. Find them, And that's what the Colts got to do. They got to do that.
Yeah, they got to get better with the just with finding the right wide receivers. I think that's ultimately going to be what helps this team even more. But I mean, we kind of talked now about the running backs. I mean, and it's going to be difficult too to run again, because again, this front 7 for Minnesota, very talented front 7. Yeah, very talented.
For sure. And I think this is something that you're going to see, and we'll get into this a little bit more when we do our game preview. We actually found a Vikings guy, so we're going to do our preview recorded after this and post it on Thursday. So be sure to check that out. But the thing that you're going to be able to do a great job at is the passing game. I mean, I'm just looking at these stats. Aaron Rodgers threw for 364 yards and 4 touchdowns against the Vikings last week. Devontae Adams alone was insane. 14 catches, 156 yards, 2 touchdowns. They almost had another 100-yard receiver with Valdez Scantling. He had 96 yards and a touchdown. So, man, I mean, if this is a week that the Colts wide receivers can get involved, I believe this is a great week to do it because Minnesota really is struggling at stopping the pass. At least they did against Aaron Rodgers. Now, I know Phillip Rivers is nowhere near Aaron Rodgers right now, but Phillip Rivers still threw for plus 350 yards.
He was third. He was third last week in yards. Okay, folks, say what you want about anything
About the interceptions.
but the interceptions, but there was 360 yards thrown. Okay, it was the third most in the NFL last week. The only two that threw more was Matt Ryan, who threw 450, and Aaron Rodgers, who threw 400. Okay, so say what you want about Phillip Rivers. He definitely can throw the ball, and he definitely can get yards in the pivotal situations.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, go ahead.
You talked about the Vikings have a pretty good defensive line, but what's the other defensive end they have? Daniel Hunter.
Daniel Hunter.
He's out, right? So
yeah, he's going to be gone. He was placed on IR a week before the season started. Yeah.
And, Eric Kendricks is a good linebacker, and they have some other good players at the linebacker position. But Yannick Ngakoue is not great against the run. So, I mean, the Packers had over 100 yards rushing against them. They might have had a little bit more. I'm trying to find it here, try to add all these up. I think they had over 150 yards rushing. So Minnesota's defense is susceptible to both the run and the pass, which I think is going to be good. So, yeah, they are very they didn't have a good day defensively. Neither did the Colts. But honestly, man,
it's two struggling defenses, basically. Two defenses that did not play well. And look, they lost Everson Griffin too, another stud defensive lineman there in the middle and on the edge that could do everything for you. And I mean, they've lost a couple pieces so far, and they've added some different pieces. They got better in the rushing or in pass rushing, but they really didn't get better at run defense. So, but again, that linebacker core is what scares me. That linebacker core is very talented. They're very strong. They definitely can ball. But yes, I don't care if it was Aaron Rodgers throwing the football. It doesn't matter. They made Aaron Rodgers look like God again, okay? There were times last year at late in that season where Aaron Rodgers could barely throw the ball 50 yards down the field, okay? And the Vikings made him look like a god the other day, okay? So because ultimately the Vikings, they have a mixture of guys that can definitely play in the run in the secondary, but their pass protection, they got a bunch of younger guys and a couple other guys who basically pass protection is not their best thing. So if this is a week where, like you said, if this is a week where the Colts want to attack through the air, this might be the week to do it, to be honest, because this is a struggling Vikings team.
Yeah.
Vikings defense, and you're at home too.
Yeah, and the Vikings didn't record a sack on defense last week either. And that's significant, I think, because we would say the Colts have a better offensive line at protecting the quarterback probably than the Packers. And he was clean the whole game, and he threw 44 times. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I actually feel pretty decent about this game, honestly. And I think, Vikings are definitely kind of reeling from that loss. But Kirk Cousins still, he had a decent game. I mean, he still had over 250 yards passing and 2 touchdowns. So he's always a threat. You always got to watch.
Oh, yeah. Say what you want about Kirk Cousins, but when he gets on a roll, especially since he does have 3 wide receiver threats, and that is Adam Thielen, Justin Jefferson, and Kyle Rudolph, those guys definitely can ball. Let me tell you. I mean, but it's all depending on Dalvin Cook, right? That's the ultimate question of, can we stop the run in Dalvin Cook? Because if we don't, then we're not going to win this game. We're not going to win this game if we let Dalvin Cook continue to just run all over us.
Right. We can't get cute like we did in the first half against Jacksonville. Dalvin Cook is one of the best backs in the league, and if you let him get on a roll, it's going to be hard to stop him. And Alexander Mattison is another guy that he ran for 50 yards on only 6 carries last week. So he's got to be a guy you got to watch out of the backfield too. So the Vikings have a pretty good 1-2 punch in those 2 running backs. So the Colts definitely need to step it up in that department in a big way, because last week, from an efficiency standpoint, was very terrible.
Give me 1 second here.
You're fine. Well, I'm just looking. It seems like some of our fans and some of these Jags fans.
Yeah, a couple of the Jags and Colts fans going at it. But it's just what happens. But relax, guys. It's all right. We're just here to play nice, guys. It's okay. Let's all be friends here, okay? Yep. Nothing wrong with having debate with each other. That's not a problem, but let's just be nice with each other. Hey, one of our mods is in here. Justin Whitmer, what's up, bro? Okay, so let's think about this now. So what do the Colts need to do here, Cody, defensively, besides obviously putting emphasis on Dalvin Cook? Because honestly, that's the big one. What in the secondary does the Colts defense need to do? Because obviously you got Adam Thielen, who's always a threat. I just don't know. It really does concern me with how we played last week. I mean, a lot needs to change. A lot, because if Gardner Minshew is doing that, I could only imagine what Kirk Cousins can do with the multitude of weapons that they have. Now, here's one thing I could propose, and here's something you could agree with here, Cody.
Okay.
Kirk Cousins is a much more aggressive quarterback. He makes a lot more aggressive throws. Can this be the game that the Colts can finally get that turnover, something to spark this defense?
They should, because you can't go 2 weeks without getting one turnover. I mean, the sky is the limit right now with when the floor is set as low as it was last week. I mean, you can only go up from here. I just feel like it was that bad last week. So I certainly think, with Cousins wanting to push the ball down the field, it's a great opportunity to record your first turnover on defense. And so you're -2 right now in turnover differential. You got to get that back up to at least around 0. So I think this is a great week to do it. And Phillip Rivers has to be smart with the ball on offense. But Adam Thielen is the guy that I'm the most worried about, man. You got to make sure you can double cover Abbott. I don't care what you do. Do not let him beat you, right? Do not let him beat you. Put your best corner on him and get another guy on him. Like, do whatever you got to do, man. Because like you mentioned, there's a lot of young guys on this defense or on this offense at the wide receiver position. Justin Jefferson, the most notable guy. You just got to make them beat you. You can't let a guy like Adam Thielen, who had 6 catches, 110 yards, 2 touchdowns, can't let him beat you.
And Justin, don't worry. I'm going to that game, actually. I'm going to that game where the Colts are playing the Bengals. So don't worry. When the Colts destroy the Bengals, which I'm confident that they will, don't worry. He won't be laughing so much when you go into choir. Just make sure you wear something Colt-related the day after. I promise you it's going to be a really nice story to rub in his face for sure. Let's see here. We're just everywhere.
Sounds about right.
Now we're everywhere with this chat right now. For Jags fans only, it's a long year, 15 games to go. I foresee a high-scoring game with many picks and turnovers. Reich needs to take 3 or 4 down too. Yeah, I definitely see this as a game where there could be like 3 or 4 turnovers. That makes total sense because, like I said, I thought Kirk Cousins is a much more aggressive quarterback, and Phillip Rivers obviously is one of those as well. So they're guys that just like to make plays with their arms, and sometimes they do something that's not there, but that's about it there. But, what are the odds on Dalvin Cook getting hurt in this game? We obviously don't want that, but what's the possibility? Because obviously Dalvin Cook's dealt with injuries before.
He has, yeah, and that's a real thing. And same thing with Marlon Mack. You just don't know, man. It's just hopefully he doesn't. I mean, I never want to see a player get hurt, but it's like this thing like with Marlon Mack, like we just said, we didn't anticipate this happening, but we're like, he's probably going to miss at least a game or 2. And so I don't know if Dalvin Cook will this game, but I could definitely see throughout the season him missing a couple games just based off of track history.
Yep.
track record, rather.
Yeah, I mean, the defensive line just needs to, it really does need to improve. I understand that, they had 4 sacks, but getting more consistent pressure is certainly going to have to be um, a good thing to do going forward. And, also another thing of the Vikings of all things. I mean, the Vikings have not had a great offensive line. I mean, they have a decent one this year, but it's not like it's not like, it's ready to be all world when it comes to protecting Kirk Cousins. So I anticipate another multi-sack game. It's just how often do we get consistent pressure? Yeah. And again, I can't emphasize enough that guys have to be rotated better, and we have to make sure we're getting more pressure on these receivers up front. I mean, you have to be more contested. I mean, we cannot be 10 yards off the wide receiver and let them just keep hitting 5-yard hooks. Yeah, it cannot happen.
Nope, can't happen. I agree.
Oh, shoot, I missed it. I still regret not drafting Tillery. Yeah, didn't he score more fantasy points than Austin Eckler? Yeah, I think he did.
Tillery's a defensive tackle.
No, it's not. There's a Tillery from
right.
I thought there was a Tillery from UCLA or something that's on the Chargers.
Oh, no. I think he's talking about Jerry Tillery, who was a defensive tackle from Notre Dame that people had projected the Colts to take. I think in 2019.
Oh, it is the DT. Yeah, he's say the DT there. I get you.
Scored points.
There was a Tillery that's a running back or Tiller that was the running back for the backup running back for the Chargers. So that's why I was like, oh, Reich can't put this all on Rivers. Rivers is a game manager, and Reich can't put the game in Phil's shoulders. Need a good mix of run or pass. I don't agree with the game manager aspect of it. I understand that you can't put the full game on Phil's shoulders because Phil's not a clutch. He's not a clutch quarterback like Andrew Luck was, but to say he's a game manager, I don't agree with that statement.
I think he's a gunslinger would be a better term, I think, for him.
Mm-hmm. Alex Smith is a game manager. That's the literal definition of a game manager.
Right.
Where was Pittman? Do you guys think that Taylor will get more touches than Hines? Yeah, Pittman was not used very much. And, Frank Reich has said that, Pittman is not going to, it still needs time to get used to the system. I get that. But, it stunk that they didn't try to find him in the red zone because I thought, a 6'4" wide receiver would have advantage of being able to throw the ball inside the 5-yard line, but I guess not. But yeah, he needs to be more involved, especially in the red zone. And yes, now that Marlon Mack is gone, I do anticipate that Taylor will get the majority of the snaps for at least the running backs, but who knows? Honestly, I honestly have no idea at this point. I don't know where they go from here.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't think that Nyheim Hines would have as many carries as he did in week 1. And then he goes out and has, 7 or 8 carries, and we're just like, okay, that's not expected.
Says, sorry if you've answered this already. I just got here. Does Rodrigo have anything to worry about with the Colts signing Gay to the practice squad? See, me personally here, Cody, I know you've said that you think that this really doesn't have anything to do with Rodrigo at this point. But that is a concerning aspect to me that Rodrigo missed a kick already in week 1. And all of a sudden, magically, somebody just happens to come on our practice squad that, it's time to be on the practice squad to ensure that in case Rodrigo starts missing some more again, that concerns me, Cody. It really does.
I don't get this. Like, if that's true, I hate this move. Why would you do that to your rookie kicker? I know he missed one, but he made two. And he didn't miss any extra points. I thought he had a decent day. He messed up one. I understand that. But let's not destroy this guy's confidence by doing something like that, if that is the truth. But I don't think it is. I think it's just them being diligent, but who knows what will happen.
Yeah, and if anything, it kind of just reminds everyone oh, look at that. You made the wrong decision on a kicker again.
Right. But it's too early.
We're really hoping that's not the case. We're hoping that's not the case. Of course, it's the first game. He's in a new stadium, a new environment, everything. I get it, but it's really hoping that it's not.
Yeah.
Alan James, don't give the ball to Hines in the red zone unless you throw it to him. I agree. Y'all going to have me on the podcast when week 17 starts? Yes, we will probably have you on here for sure.
Yeah.
Should I punish the Colts for next week by hanging up my Hilton jersey for 1 week after all those drops on key plays? Give him one more chance, Niski Cap. I guarantee you he doesn't drop 2 balls in the fourth quarter again. I promise.
Yeah. Speaking of all these missed kicks, man, let's talk about Steven Gostkowski for a second. Holy smokes.
Oh, man, the Titans almost lost on Gostkowski. Bro, he was 0 of 3, wasn't he?
Yeah. I saw a stat, and now it's, I guess, 9. It was 8 of 21. Now it's 9 of 22 that the Titans have. That's been their kicking the last so many games or so many years or whatever, the last few games. They've only made 9 out of 22 field goals. Isn't that insane?
That is
that gave me Adam Vinatieri from week 1 vibes. Couldn't even kick. It was just ridiculous. I can't even believe that. I can't believe he's not cut at this point. I mean, honestly.
Yeah, right. Okay, Janzer with this one. This is a lot of what I've been seeing. Rivers is not so bad as Brissett, but we should have taken Cam Newton. What did Cam Newton show in the game against Miami that convinced all of you he's the Messiah? What, he ran 2 touchdowns? Is that what it is? Ran 2 touchdowns. Congratulations, it's 1 game. Congratulations. I'm not buying it yet. I said this already, but I'll say it again. If we win all the games we should, which he's saying is Chicago, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Detroit, the Jets, Oakland, and Tennessee at home, and Houston at home, and Jacksonville week 17, that's 9-7, 1 upset, like the Vikings, or sweep the Texans, we go 10-6. I mean, it's always a possibility, and that puts us in the playoffs, so that's ultimately where we want to go, is we want to go to the playoffs.
Right.
The run D stepped up in the second half. They're going to be fine. Yeah, that's what you were saying originally, Cody, that, they got better in the second half. They did much better about stuffing the run, but that pass defense never recovered. It never recovered.
No, it was just bad. But that is encouraging, at least from that end, from the stopping the run.
Jamari says if the Colts go to the playoffs, I'll donate. All right, how much you donating?
Yeah.
How much you donating, brother?
Yeah. So, Derek, before we get on to the next question, 65 people in here. Thank you guys so much for being in here. Really appreciate it. If you haven't liked this stream, be sure to do that and also subscribe. I think it's possible, Derek. We can hit 3,200 by the end of this stream. What are we at right now? We're 11 away right now.
11 away?
So 89, 31.
Hey, we definitely can, guys. We had one time where we were 28 subs away from hitting 3,000 in our stream, and we did 28 in one night. Okay, so we actually did more than 28. We hit 30. So can we get 11 more subs before we get out of here tonight? We're counting on all of you. Let's see here. Tom Brady's historic career might be coming to an end. He had 2 interceptions versus the Saints. Didn't he have 250 yards?
I don't know. I just know that Wasn't a great start for Tom Brady outside of Bill Belichick. I'll just say that.
Yeah, it certainly wasn't a great day for him. 1 hour in the stream. Thank you guys, everyone that's in here. You guys are awesome. We gained 4 new members here already today, and the super chats have been very generous. Thank you to all of you. Be sure to like the stream if you haven't already. If you guys want to try to become a member, be sure to click that join button down below. Check it out. See if there's anything that interests you. And of course, if you guys would like to super chat, that's always appreciated.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
I mean, where's our boy Tristan at?
Yeah, where is Tristan? He's the only mod that's not been in here today. It's
He'd
weird.
be screaming at the 2 dislikes right now. Somebody just fill that role, just all caps. What?
Yeah, give me something. Chris Maker, Cook is going to get touches, and he'll probably run for right around 80, 90 yards. Okay, I mean, that's fine. 80, 90 yards is not detrimental, but, I mean, he can't hit 100. If he hits 100, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Agree with Cody. I think that it would be almost be hysterical or hypocritical after keeping Adam out there struggling. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I just haven't been a huge fan and haven't agreed a lot of times with how the Colts have handled this kicking situation the past year. So they definitely, you rolled with a guy that honestly we felt like got beat. But if you're going to stick with him, stick with him.
Yeah, absolutely. It does seem ridiculous that, people just have that way with kickers. I just don't understand.
Yeah.
This was a bad week for the kickers. # for the brand. Yeah, Pat McAfee's not happy for sure. If you bring on UCF and Elliott, you better bring me on so we can outnumber the Jags fans. All right, Chris, if that's what we do, then we'll think about that, my friend. Thank you. Let's see. Cam Newton had a better day than Tom Brady. I'm surprised. Well, he had a more effective day. Yeah, that's for certain. Over or under for 150 yards. I think Arrowhead was asking this earlier about the running. That's under 100%. Let's see. Nomadic Brian's in here. What's up, Nomadic? Colts should be playing mad against the Vikings. That game 1 letdown should fire them up. What do you think about that one, Cody?
Yeah, they should be. I mean, that was embarrassing to say the least. I mean, I'm not going to crap on the Jaguars. You've done that enough. But, it was embarrassing in the fact that you just look completely unprepared a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely agree. It was just weird. The Colts should come out motivated. I really hope they do. So here's something I want to talk about real fast. Zach Banner.
Facts.
We mentioned.
Junks facts. Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
He's out for the year, which really stinks for him. Former Colts draft pick in the 4th round.
Yeah, Zach Banner. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Good recovery for that.
Yeah, that sucks, because, we gave him a lot of flack over the offseason about, being the worst draft pick that Ballard's ever had when it comes to Colts related. But, he gave Ballard so much credit for taking a chance on him and then cutting him because, he said it opened his eyes and it made him so much better of a player. And, he says he gives him all the credit in the world for opening his eyes. And now all of a sudden he's not going to be able to do that. Mm-hmm. But I think the future's still bright for Zach. He's still young. Was in that 2017 draft. He's only 25. Still got more time. Still got a better chance. I think that as long as his rehab is good and he's ready I think he'll be ready for next season. I think he'll be ready to be the right tackle for the Steelers for a few more years, I think.
Yeah, good luck to him, and wish you well, man, on your recovery.
Yeah, absolutely. We may be harsh on some people, but of course we always want people to succeed, and it stinks that again, we had a bunch of people in the NFL this week that had some season-ending injuries, and it always stinks when it's week 1. I guess one thing we can laugh about here, Cody, you see the stat line for DeAndre Hopkins last week?
Yes, I saw that.
Okay, here's a stat for y'all. Okay, here's a stat for the 66 of you in here. This will blow your mind. DeAndre Hopkins had more catches in that game against the 49ers than the Houston Texans wide receiver group totaled against the Kansas City Chiefs. So the entire Texans wide receiver core Thursday night did not get as many receptions as DeAndre Hopkins did Sunday. That is remarkable. Not to mention the 14 catches was a career high for him. 1 week and he's already blowing all of your, he's not as good as everyone makes him out to be arguments out the freaking window because he finally got a quarterback in a system that can actually throw him the football the way they need him to. Not to mention he destroyed Richard Sherman. He destroyed Richard Sherman. Rarehead Sports says, subscribe. Y'all do what he says, okay?
We haven't gained any yet, so I'm hoping that fans come in strong here.
Reese KFN saying, haha, that was a fun podcast, 3,000 subs. Yeah, it was definitely interesting. Fantana 97, Phillip didn't play bad. We shouldn't have had 46 pass attempts, though. I agree. Phillip Rivers certainly played less than ideal, but he certainly wasn't terrible. But yeah, throwing 46 times is not what we should be making Phillip Rivers do.
Right. I just found something, Derek. Check the bottom of the chat.
Check the bottom of the chat.
Yeah,
I don't know why it didn't pop up. Reese KFM with another $2 super chat. Who's your favorite player on the Colts and why? Oh, man. I feel like we're going to have another.
Yes,
Reese knows this. He knows this because he knows he's about to get us into a fight. I know he wants to.
I think I know who yours is based off of your football experience.
Who are you picking?
I thought Quentin Nelson because you're all former offensive lineman, and like he's dominant. So I'm going to say Quentin Nelson.
I am Quentin Nelson. Okay. It's my favorite, but I mean, after what Darius Leonard just did for me Sunday, I might have to reconsider unless Quentin Nelson sends me something. I don't know if I can. I might have to say Darius Leonard after this weekend, but I love both of those guys so much. They're tremendous guys to have on this team.
Yeah, for sure. Do you remember who I said mine was? I said I think in the last stream or somewhere recently.
I mean, are we talking like favorite like player in wise? Or are we talking like rookies? Because I know you always talk about Darius Leonard and Corey Willis. I mean, that's pretty much your two guys.
Yeah, but actually it's another guy.
Oh man, hold on, let me think. Because I gotta
Nelson. So just to get that out of the way. Even though I love Quentin Nelson, former Irish, but no.
Is it T.Y. Hilton?
He's up there, but not quite.
Dang it! I mean, I have no idea at this point. Then
it's Mr. Jack Doyle, man. He's been my.
Oh yeah, that's right. You mentioned that the other day, but
yeah,
frick.
I've loved him. He signed with the Colts as an undrafted free agent. Like, he was behind Fleener and Allen, and I was like, this dude's better than these guys. Why is he sitting behind them? And he came out, and I know he's not the flashiest guy in the world, but, like, I just love that Jack Doyle is just such, like, a common-looking guy, and, like, he doesn't do anything spectacular, but he's just so dang consistent. I just love that, man. And he's he's an Indiana guy through and through, so I just love Jack Doyle. He just goes out there and he produces, man.
Trying to find out where I was back in this chat. There we go. Do you think 2 interceptions is bad for the first game? Well, obviously any interceptions you throw is bad, but given the circumstances, again, I think it could have been a ton worse.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting on people about the dislikes. Johnny Unitas is undeniably the GOAT. No dislikes or perish.
Oh my. Did you see this?
Alan James, thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that, Alan. Did you see what happened? This was a little bit surprising. Somebody brought it up a little bit ago. Yeah, here we go. The Colts brought in a couple long snappers today, including Matt Overton. You remember he was with the Colts back?
Yeah, I remember Matt Overton. Yeah, I do remember Matt Overton.
Surprised by that. What do you think about that, man? That's a little bit surprising, honestly.
Well, that is surprising given the fact that we didn't punt on Sunday. We didn't punt. So it's like
we kicked. So
but it's like, what it just makes me wonder, like, why? What's the point?
Right. Was there an issue with the long snapper? I mean, Luke Rhodes, he was a linebacker, and I thought he's been pretty decent. Maybe there's more to this story with it. You can crap on out of an attorney. Maybe it's something with the long snapper. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't have any idea.
I don't know a ton about this. I don't really have a whole lot of thoughts because it's long snapper. You don't really notice them. I don't know. I mean, whatever, man. Whatever the Colts feel like they need to do, I'm good with it.
Yeah, Lambeau never missed field goals. Yeah, he's never missed a field goal inside of Jacksonville. He's never missed a field goal. That's actually incredible.
Yeah.
We're just going off of kickers right now. I mean, Zach Hicks would be having a stroke.
All right.
Where are we at? Come on now. I need some fire takes in the chat, boys and girls. Come on.
Here's one. Did we sign Lamar Miller? No, we have not signed him as of right now.
Yeah, not yet.
Came in for a workout, but haven't heard anything else yet.
Hopkins was mad productive. Murray must have been all smiles. Absolutely. He's got a freaking wide receiver now that's the second best wide receiver in the league, and he can just throw it to him and say, go catch it.
Yeah.
That's literally it.
And he's got Fitz. He's got Christian Kirk. He's got Kenyon Drake. I mean, good grief. This Cardinals.
And his offensive line got a little bolstered over the offseason, so, makes sense. Kurt's saying Big Q. Hey, absolutely. Reese saying mine's Kenny Moore. Caleb Smith, what's up, bro? Y'all got to shout me out today. Caleb Smith, what's up, man? Shout out to you, my guy. Yeah, I'm a big Irish fan, so go Big Q. Yeah. Going to buy a Kenny Moore jersey soon. Hey, there you go. We had a surprising lack of pancakes from Nelson week 1. Yeah, we did have a surprising lack in that. I mean, we could talk about the fact that 4th and 1 on the first or on the second drive, I mean, Nelson got beat, believe it or not. I mean, that very rarely happens, but he did. Just random question. Will any team sign Antonio Brown? Why don't you talk about this for a second? I'm going to go get another Coke.
I don't want to talk about Antonio Brown. Oh, gosh. I mean, he's suspended for a few games, so maybe later on in the year. But, man, I'm staying far away from him with a 10-foot pole. I'm not – no, thank you. But maybe a team will take a shot on him. I could honestly see that happening. If you're down a wide receiver, you feel like you're a wide receiver away. If you can kind of figure out his antics, maybe. But for the Colts, heck no. Heck to the no.
No.
All right, next question.
At least I hope they don't.
Why would they? That would make no logical sense.
It don't make no sense at all. Well, I mean, it makes sense in the sense that if you want productivity, but if you also want a cancer in your locker room, yes.
And if you want to stunt the growth of some of your young guys.
Yep. Jonte Glenn, Bob Sanders is my favorite Colt. Hey, I love that one. Bob Sanders is a beast. Justin.
Yep, he's back on the swag.
He's back doing the sniper shit again. Bro, stop. I almost clicked on it too. My favorite all-time Colt is Adam Vinatieri. Hey, there you go. CJ Henderson had an impressive debut. He saved us the game. Guys, he was legit. I mean, he was really, really good in that game. I mean, whoever he was guarding, he was good. He did really well.
I mean, I wasn't gonna like crap on him. I just thought, man, for rookie corners, it's hard to come out there and do what he did. So props to CJ Henderson, man. He had a great game. Did not expect that from him, but he did great. So shout out to him.
Yeah, definitely. This is a great one by Kurt. We can only dream, Kurt. We can only dream.
Leo Stooge.
Leo Stooge. Oh my gosh, that's funny. I gotta see all these because I gotta remember if I modded people. I think I modded. Hey, if any of our members haven't been modded yet, let me know. I think I got all of you, but be sure to let me know. Hey, our boy Miles Bryan's in here. What's up, Miles? Does TY have a 100-yard game this Sunday? Well, I think he wants revenge for the terrible outing he had last Sunday. And I think if this is the one to do it, this is one of them. Clowney on the Titans defense will be problems. You know, it's funny because early in the game yesterday, he actually didn't play well against the run. He actually did bad. Let's see here. I've got your hot take. Colts beat the Vikings 41-6. Dalvin Cook fumbles once. Cousins intercepted twice, one for a touchdown, and Leonard has 15 tackles for four tackles for a loss. Dang.
Well, Chris, props to you for having confidence in this team, man. A lot of people would say the opposite, probably, honestly. I mean, with some of the
guys, if you want to see, like, I don't know if any of you are the ones that have been commenting on our videos over the last, 48 hours. But if you are, or if you aren't, go at your own risk. Go look at them. Go look at the comments.
Bad, man.
Go on my Hold Your Horses segment. Go on that video. Look at the comments. You want to see cancer in a comment section? That's what it looked like. That was bad. Okay. I've got 100 comments in there from people people literally hatjacking me for even having the audacity to say, hold on and wait to see what this team can do rebounding. Like as if it's God's plan that we need to get rid of everyone and everything because we lose one game.
Yeah.
It's at your own risk, though. I mean, your brain cells might die from that, though.
Yep. You had a guy
knows I lost
you on DeForest Buckner saying was a terrible trade already after 1 week. It's just crazy, man. It is just insane.
It is insane. Like, I had a guy on Twitter today, and I was showing you this. Chat. I had a person on Twitter today post a video of Javon Kinlaw making one tackle. Okay, he threw granted, the center was trying to do a pull block to the right, and he threw the center away and got the tackle and made it basically at the line of scrimmage. It wasn't a tackle for a loss, but it was a good play. The guy tweets at it and says, we could have gotten Javon Kinlaw for a third of Buckner's contract. Okay. And so I looked it up. I said, what were the numbers that Javon Kinlaw did against the 49ers? Chat, you know what against the Cardinals. Chat, you know what he got? He had 1 tackle. That was the 1 tackle all game that he got. And this guy's preaching, we could have had Kinlaw. We could have had Kinlaw. But I tweeted at him and said, you're basing this off of 1 game and 1 play as if this means something. Did you know that was the only play he made all game?
Yeah.
He said, that's 1 more than what anything Buckner did. So I pulled up the stats. Guys, Buckner had 6 tackles and 2 of them were tackles for a loss. Okay. And the guy said, that was the most invisible 6 tackles I've ever seen. I said, it doesn't matter if it was invisible to your eyes. They freaking happened. So therefore, Buckner is 6 times as productive so far as Javon Kinlaw. So that third of his contract, that actually means that DeForest Buckner's twice as good as the investment so far. So I'm sorry, I'm right. I'm sorry. Sorry to be right on that one again, but sorry to be right and trounce you, but I had to. It was such a bad argument. It was so dumb.
Yeah, you know what it kind of reminds me of to a more ridiculous degree? It reminds me of the whole Cam Hayward versus Quentin Nelson thing that happened earlier this offseason. I mean, he had a good game, but like people were using that whenever anybody would bring up Quentin Nelson's name. They're like, "Oh, he's Cam Hayward is like he's gonna."
I think I lost him. Yep, I lost you, Cody. Hold on.
Really, I'm still here.
Okay, I think we're back.
Yeah, I didn't. That was weird. You froze on my thing.
Yeah, you froze on mine, and then it just refreshed both of us. That's weird. I've never had that happen before.
It looked like you froze. I don't know. It's weird.
It froze us both. I think there was something wrong with the stream there.
Yep. No worries. But
sorry about that, guys. Hopefully you can still see us and hear us. I'm gonna check to make sure that yeah, it looks like we're still good. Yeah, it looks like we're still good.
Yeah. No, I'm saying it kind of reminded me to a more ridiculous degree of the Cam Hayward versus Quentin Nelson thing last year.
Yeah.
Earlier this offseason when that was happening, people were just saying, "Oh my gosh!" Like whenever anybody would mention Quentin Nelson's name, people were like, "Are you sure he's the best guard? Because look what Cam Hayward did on this play." And I'm like, guys, you can't take it off of 1 play.
But what about the 50 other plays that happened before that?
Yeah, and like Cam Hayward had a good game. Like I'm not gonna say he didn't, but like that's just what people do. They pick out 1 play and they automatically say, okay, because this player didn't do great on this play, or this player did 1 good thing, they're automatically, I'm going to use this to support my argument. It's a faulty argument. It really is.
Yeah, and speaking of trash comments, talk about Dan Dockage.
Oh, my God.
That man will never learn, guys. Again, he's a guy that only looks at wins. He never sees anything else except wins. He doesn't understand why the wins happen. He doesn't understand anything else. He just says, oh, that number's there, so therefore that means that he's better. No, that doesn't mean that at all. Right. You have to understand why those wins came. And AKA, he had Andrew Luck.
Right. I was going to say, can you imagine how successful Ballard and company would be if they literally had a generational quarterback fall into their laps in their first year? Can you imagine? Like, that would be absolutely, like, they would be Super Bowl contenders. They really would be. I mean, it's just ridiculous, the arguments that are being made. And throwing around stats are so misleading. And he's just using those to skew his argument. And people do this all the time. They obviously don't care about the truth. They just have to make an argument. And they have to say, this is why I'm right, even if it's not really anywhere near truthful.
Absolutely. Colts signed Dak to a 5-year contract at $32.5 million per year this offseason since Jerry Jones can't find a time machine for Tony Romo. Hey, there you go. I mean, yeah, again, guys, I think this next game against the Vikings is going to be a high-scoring one, too. Honestly, do. I'm not even ready to give a prediction yet, but we'll see. Next thing, week 1 is the did week 1 is the worst week to be a Colts fan. Yeah, tell me about it, right?
So
I mean, we might as well just never celebrate week 1s anymore, Cody.
I know. We'll just start at week 2. We won't cover week 1.
Yeah, just screw week 1. But also, guys, yeah, we're thinking of live streaming during the games. We're going to start probably doing that. I know some of you have mentioned it before, and that's something we'll probably do because we think that would be a great way to, interact with you guys and then get some more subs along the way, probably get more people interacting in the chat and, just interacting with you guys and watching the game, I think would be a great thing. We might struggle with it at first because it's kind of tough for us with our equipment, but hopefully with the way the channel's going, we'll be able to get better equipment at some point soon. And, we'll move on with that, but we think we'll probably end up doing that at some point. Just don't know when. We might do it this week against the Vikings, but I might be late though.
Yeah.
And the problem we also have, guys, is that if we're going to do this, we may not be able to do it together because the issue we have is we watch it 2 different ways, and therefore we're on 2 different broadcast signals, and therefore we will not be able to watch it in the same space because one of us is going to be ahead of the other.
Yeah, for sure.
So it would be just one of us probably that would be in here at any time.
And we can we'll probably just alternate, honestly, some weeks.
Yeah, right. Some weeks I'll be home. Some weeks Cody will be home. Stuff like that.
Derek, I know you tweeted out maybe you want to move to Indianapolis. So if you did that, it would be a lot easier.
Yeah, I know, right? I do want to move closer to Indy. I honestly do. Even my family has ever asked me, you ever thought about moving to Indianapolis? Because you like Indiana, and I obviously like the Colts, and if I'm gonna do this podcasting thing and continue to try to build a brand with the Indianapolis Colts, then it might be something. Yeah. I know I got somebody close in Cody that'll definitely be there. So
you got to move to Fort Wayne, so that way we can be within 15 to 20 minutes of each other, and then we can stream games all the time. That's what you got.
It would just be better if we just moved in together. It'd be easier.
There we
Share
go.
actual better internet. My parents will actually make sure I get us good internet. Okay, guys.
Tell me about it.
Trevino Coles, what's up, bro?
Yeah.
We should have drafted Ken Law. No, we shouldn't have.
Nope. All right. I'm gonna go get some juice.
All right, sure.
I'll be back in a second.
Just looked at that comment section. Dang, like a war down there. You're telling me, bro. Okay, Camo Wolf. All right. I see you found your way from RB stream over to here. But Camo Wolf, good to see you. Tough loss for your Dallas Cowboys. I'm sorry. But let's see. There's probably a lot and I missed. Yeah, there's a lot. Mr. Sterling. What's up, Mr. Sterling? Good to have you. Hayward had a game last night. Yeah, had an interception, first career interception. That was a terrible throw by Daniel Jones, by the way. Yeah, that's because of the division loss. Yeah, that's why we're last. Sorry, Terry Grigson won't switch his dislike to a like. That's a good one, Nisky Cap. Yeah, Grigson's an ass. I don't like to call people out, because for future references and future potential career opportunities, I don't like to call people out and say they suck. But I have no quarrel with saying that Ryan Grigson sucks and he's an ass. So Robert Mathis will attest to that. What is the Instagram link /name so I can follow you guys? It's at BTJ Pod. That's it. Just at BTJ Pod. Same thing on Twitter as well. I think we have to run less 30 times to win. I got you. Austin Lancaster, love your channel. Keep it up. Thank you so very much. Appreciate that. Yep, there you go. Niski Cap's got the link up there. I don't think the Jags will be the first AFC South. Titans will be the first. Jags will be second. Ha, funny. You can't spell season without Eason. Next gen, the howitzer. That's funny. That's a good one. Hey, our friend Tristan Tillman is finally in the building, Cody. Our freaking other mod is here. The only other mod that we have in here that wasn't in here yet. Let's see. Oh, and Jamari saying, stream during the games. UCF Jaguar does that. Yeah, he told me, Cody, that he gained like 200 subs during the live stream doing that.
My gosh.
That's crazy.
He had like 16K people in there.
Yeah, he said he had I think he said it was like 2,000. It was like 2,000 people in there.
Yeah, well, the views, I looked afterwards, and it was like...
Oh, yeah, the real-time views, I could imagine, was crazy.
Yeah.
Tom Haynes, Colts fan from the UK. Are you still confident we'll reach the playoffs? Yeah, I still have my confidence. I still think that we'll figure something out. Again, it's just them trying to figure things out, guys. It's just all they're going to have to do. So we'll have to see as time goes along, though. Dan Dockich is calling Cowherd, but unfunny and not entertaining. That's funny. I pause and rewind plays too much to watch live streams. 100K subs by the end of the year. Hey, we're building it, man. We're building it here.
Let's talk about that. Actually, probably a good segue to talk about. So we use this thing called Social Blade to kind of look at our projections. And again, maybe it happens, maybe it doesn't. But I mean, things are looking pretty darn good for the future. I'm really excited to see. I mean, according to this, man, we're going to reach over 12K in 10 months if we keep this up. So I'm really pumped, man.
Hey, it'd be really crazy if we were able to do that.
Yep.
What happened to the Fan to Fan network? Yeah, we are no longer associated with the Fan to Fan network. There's nothing personal. Just, it was one of those things that, like other people, we just felt that it was somewhat hindering our potential to want to grow like this ourselves because, we wanted to be a part of Fan to Fan. We wanted to have it work out, but, we spend so much time making our own content on our channel, but then having to upload that content to Fan and doing other stuff for that. We just felt that we could expand our podcast better in the short term than with just doing it ourselves than with Fan to Fan at the time. So, it's an investment we just decided not to take after a while, but it's just how it is. And, we still want you guys to go check that out because they obviously still have some great content over there. So make sure you guys definitely do that. Mm-hmm. Tristan saying he's in a hurricane. That's why he's not been here. It's like, yeah, Tristan, how's that situation going, man? Because I know that hurricane, that tropical storm got upgraded to like a Category 2 hurricane. It's going through the Gulf right now. So yeah, hope you're doing all right, my man.
Yeah, seriously. Dang.
Yep. Yeah, Tristan, absolutely, man. Let us know if we can help you with anything, man, because that definitely isn't something to play with for sure. Let's see here. I'm back.
Yeah, Tristan, hopefully these streams can kind of help you get through this, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's what we definitely try to do. But yeah, Tristan, hope you're doing good, man. If there's something we can do, let us know. I like that. Durnify says really bad. It says the wind here is the wind is like 170. Jesus.
Wow. That's cool.
That is crazy. Should our defensive scheme / plan be on some kind of hot seat, if not Eberflus himself? Yeah, we kind of mentioned that earlier in the year. that or earlier in the stream that we thought that, something's going to have to change. If it doesn't get more productive, then yeah, something's definitely going to have to change. Let's see. I use Red Zone, so I see 5 plays from each Colts game every 30 minutes. Any of you guys stream Colts games? Yeah, I stream them. I use an online stream, but we're definitely going to think about streaming these games here later on. I think Doolin will remain the kick returner. Yeah, I think he will.
He had some pretty nice returns against Jacksonville. I was surprised, actually.
Tristan back to doing what he does best. Who that to dislike?
Oh, we got another one? Oh. Dang.
I guess somebody redid it. I'm telling you, Indiana is the best state in the U.S. Don't they have no state tax? And now, isn't that a thing there? I thought they got rid of that.
That's a great question.
Because I know Texas doesn't have one.
Indiana's pretty good, man. pretty nice, pretty cheap to live. It's great.
Yeah, that's true. It is a lot cheaper. That's why I wouldn't want to live in the city. Probably just like right outside of it. Make it easier to live there.
Move to Fort Wayne, and we'll just we'll work from there.
All right, I might do that. I said the only thing that would suck is that I'm a Buckeye fan and I'd be in Hoosier country, so I'd be out of my element.
There's actually a lot of like Purdue fans, Notre Dame fans where I'm at. It's kind of like a melting pot of all those. Honestly, I see probably more Purdue fans and Notre Dame fans than IU fans where I'm at.
Yeah, everybody send some prayers to Tristan, obviously. We want to make sure he's safe.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, keep up with us for sure. Ask Cody, he'll tell you I'm in here every time.
Yes, sir.
Been watching you guys for a while. First time chatting. Are you guys as surprised as me to see Doolin returning kicks and Rodgers doing punts instead of Hines? Well, first off, thank you very much for being in here and chatting with us since it's your first time. But yes, I am surprised at the personnel that they're using in certain areas. I wish that they would be having Hines back there more often and then having Paris Campbell and Isaiah Rodgers in the back. Oh, no, I see something here.
I see it.
Kirch 101 with another $10 super chat. Let's effing go, boys. Kirch, you are a clutch one today, my friend. You are a god on this channel forever, man. Thank you so very much for the $10 super chat amongst the other super chats and the channel membership you had today. Thank you so very much. That's very appreciative of you.
Very, very thank you. Yeah. That's awesome.
Tristan Tillman, hit that like button and subscribe. Yeah, we're not going to put that name up there. I just hope to see better play and better coaching Sunday. I think you will. I think you'll see a better game plan and a better understanding of what's going on. I think everybody's taking a reality check. And if there's one person, Cody, that I know takes their reality check seriously on the Colts and does way better after he gets checked out, that's Darius Leonard.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, seriously.
I cannot wait to see that.
Disrespected or has a bad game, he comes out, man. He's motivated. He has a chip on his shoulder, unlike really any player I've seen on the Colts. So I love that, man. Hopefully he has a great day.
Yeah, absolutely. I tried to do your dislikes, but we need you.
It's only a Tristan thing, right?
Only a Tristan thing. I've followed Colts since 2001. Very interesting. Yeah, UCF Jaguar is one of our favorites, guys. We love UCF Jaguar. He's a great guy that definitely knows his stuff, and he's been talking to us quite a bit after during this last week and everything, even after the loss and being able to rub it in our face a little bit. He definitely he's having fun with us, and we enjoy that. It's nice to finally it's nice to interact with podcasters that are not just greedy idiots, people that are actually subjective and they know what they're talking about. So
yeah.
12K in 10 months. Give me 6 hours and lots of auto-generated emails. Oh, Niski. I think Niski actually came in clutch for us when we tried to do 3K.
Yeah, I think he did.
We are all over the disappointment, but things are about to change. I agree. Arrowhead saying, BRB, gonna get a glass of milk. Is it really a category 4? They upped it that much?
Really?
Wow. I didn't think they upped it that much. I thought it was only a category 2. Well, wow. Yeah, Tristan, stay safe, bro. Please.
Yeah, seriously, man.
By the end of the season, one of the coaches will be fired. Think so?
Maybe. If it keeps doing, maybe.
Maybe. I doubt it, though, but maybe. Yeah, Tom, with this question again.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit. We think, honestly, even though it sucks for Mac and we wish him well and hopefully he recovers fully, we think this could potentially be kind of a steal for the Colts because some of those running backs got paid this offseason. A couple of those guys. And Mac maybe was going to want a bigger contract, but now I feel like the Colts can get him a little bit cheaper, maybe sign him to a prove-it-year deal, 1-year deal, maybe 2-year deal, get your running backs cheaper, and maybe you can come back next year and him and Taylor, man, can be a force.
Yep, absolutely. Stay safe, Tristan. We always need you as an OG in these streams. Absolutely. Misty, thank you. Let's see here. Oh, no, that is Florida with the taxes. Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
I wish. I thought that was true, but I guess I must be thinking of something else. Hey, hold up. KV Gang Evans is up in here. What is up? How's it going, guys? KV Gang Evans, what is good, my guy? Guys, this man right here showed us a lot of love in the podcast live stream after the game on Sunday. This guy right here is a legend. This guy is awesome. And KV Gang Evans, bro, I got to get a hold of you, man. We got to send you some stuff because it's only right after what you did for us Sunday, dude. It only makes sense because you were so generous. So thank you very much again. And glad that you were able to make your way in here, man. Yeah. Appreciate it. Mm-hmm. I'm close to Ohio and Bengals fans are everywhere this year. Oh, yeah, they are. They're coming out of the woodwork because Joe Burrow's here. They really are.
Bengals had fans.
Yeah, it's surprising that they actually had fans. It's kind of crazy to think about it.
You fans that found their way up to Ohio.
I would have been so glad if the Colts actually played. I actually wouldn't mind if the Colts played in Cincinnati because, that's so close as is. It's 2 hours away. Mm. But, I would only have to drive 5 minutes from my apartment and I could go to the game. So that would have been great. But, thanks, guys. You're great. Thank you, man. Appreciate the kind words. How upset would you be if Hines outtouches and rushes Taylor Sunday? I'd be kind of upset by that, to be honest, because Wilkins should be taking the majority of Hines' snaps when it comes to running, and Hines should be used mostly for passing. It's not that I'm not saying that I don't want Hines to run the ball, but Hines needs to be used in different ways as well.
Yeah, and when you go out and you say Jonathan Taylor is our lead back, you better be giving him more touches.
Yeah. Went up to Carmel for my coffee and bagels last time in Indy. Carmel has a lot of traffic circles. Jay Gruden called a great game, the offensive coordinator. Yeah, he did. He actually did call a very good offensive game plan for sure. Yeah. Colts should do more screen passes. It's so good. Nearly beat the Jags with that. Yeah, we should continue to keep those screens going because I think the Colts offensive linemen are also so really good at getting out and making blocks. But we shouldn't do it as often as what we did there because it was a lot. It was a lot of screens.
It definitely was.
Keegan, not sure if you already talked about this. I just joined, but what do you guys think about Pittman only getting 2 receptions? Yeah, I felt that was kind of kind of hindering that. We should have seen him have a few more targets, I think.
Yeah, him and Pascal definitely need more targets this week.
Carmel has more roundabouts than any other U.S. city. Look it up.
Wow.
All right. Interesting. 100% confirmed. Huge pain to drive there.
Well, at least avoiding potholes like some parts in Indy. It's freaking scary, dude. Like,
oh yeah, I mean, I absolutely hate some of Cincinnati's roads. Like Cincinnati's, like the west side of Cincinnati, their roads are so trash. Literally, like those are they're literally just like talk about pothole destroy your tire heaven. Like, seriously, are you talking about this clutch 3 account? Niski Cap, I hate you, bro. Not really, but we love you, but I hate you for that. Oh, man. I'd rather have traffic lights, but roundabouts are safer.
Man, we're getting into this roundabout debate now. All right.
Guys, we're talking football.
This is the content you guys deserve.
This is the content that you guys want. I mean, you know, we got to keep. Next thing you know, they'll be talking about taxes in here, and then it's just, it's gonna be, oh my gosh. I can't wait till we get Streamlabs and we can put TTS up here, and that's gonna be so funny. Oh, Tom Haynes with the 9.99 euros. Thank you with the K. Tom Haynes, thank you very much for that super chat. Thank you so very much. That's very appreciative of you. Let's see here. I went too far. Oh, great. Somebody at the bottom already said, oh, you guys want to talk traffic? No, I don't want to talk traffic. Please don't. Please don't. Colts fans, who do you think's gonna? Who do you guys think winning the AFC South? I mean, do we really have to answer that? I think we all know. Cody, why are you putting so many? Why are you putting so many things on the stream, bro?
No, you're fine. I'm just managing and just looking at the comments and stuff on the computer. So my thing like bugged out for a second. So I don't know why this one's in here, but
thanks y'all for being on here. It really helps with this right now. Hey, absolutely, Tristan. Hey, like we said, man, if you need something from us, please let us know, bro. I know it's difficult for sure. I know it's difficult to get through these times right now.
Yeah.
All right, guys, got to go now. See y'all next stream. Hey, Elliot, good to have you in here as always, man. Look forward to seeing you in the next one. I just don't think Paris would be the smartest option to put in the back at kick returner. Why do you believe that? I want to hear that. I want to hear why. Predict Johnny Taylor's stats for Sunday.
No. Do I have to? I hate making predictions like this.
19 rushes for 83 yards.
Okay.
So that's a little over 4 yards a carry.
I'll go 21 rushes for 95 yards.
Right.
Pretty close. I don't know. I just have no idea. I hate predicting that stuff.
Let's smoke some Vikes on Sunday. Hey, absolutely, man. I love their stadium, by the way. The Vikings stadium.
Mm-hmm.
So nice.
Yeah.
So nice, dude. That Super Bowl that I went to for that was so nice in there. Honestly, it's one of the nicest stadiums I've ever seen.
Really?
But, dude, that $5 billion stadium for the Rams, I mean, holy hell.
I know. Dang. It's a bummer that the fans can't use it this year.
Yeah, I know, right? It's kind of weird, but, I mean, the Rams are happy about it at this point, though, because, I mean, you imagine trying to play a sport out in that air right now?
Yeah.
That air sucks. They would not be able to play through that. Colts just need to run the ball and stop trying to make Rivers win the game for them. Absolutely agree, Duran Curry. Good to have you in here as well. How about Pinter? Didn't he get some snaps on Sunday?
Yeah, he was like the sixth offensive lineman a lot of times, it seemed like.
Yeah.
Snaps, which was good to see.
Yeah. freaking 12-foot deep potholes. What do you think about the lack of blitzes? I rewatched Sunday's game and there's almost no blitzes. Yeah, they didn't bring a lot of different blitz packages like they normally would. That did throw me off a little bit. Again, I just think that the Colts didn't go with the game plans that we normally see. Eberflus did say that he said that they were trying things differently than what they normally do. So maybe that's it. I don't know. But, it's unfortunate, though.
Hopefully they are a little more creative this week.
Oh, that's pounds. Okay, I'm sorry for that. I don't know other currencies.
How dare you?
I don't know other currencies. Shut up. Enjoyed tonight's stream, boys. Got to go. Unfortunately, got work in 6 hours. Need some sleep. Tom, thank you for the $9.99. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Let's see. Traffic and taxes. Oh, y'all are asking for it now.
So many freaking traffic talk. Oh,
big traffic show. Nomadic saying, sorry I started this. No, you're not, Brian. You're happy that you caused havoc in our comment section. You know it. The receivers getting just over 50 of the receptions cannot continue. Absolutely 100% agree. I said that to you the other day, Cody. Like, why are we making the running backs have 49% of the receptions? That cannot continue.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm all for the running backs getting more receptions, but more like 17, that's crazy. That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. It shouldn't be that way. Obviously, I want them to have some receptions, and that mixes things up, but the receivers need to have the majority, the vast majority. Mm-hmm. When Matthew said super chat hype, I felt that. Matthew's a real one. He always says super chat hype after a super chat, and that I can really appreciate Matthew for going above and beyond. Thank you for rocking the stream, guys. Hey, Sean P13, good to have you in here, man. Alan James saying 16 rushes for 125 yards.
I love that.
So that's almost 8 yards a carry. Wilkins getting more carries against the Vikes. Yes, he will. Frank Reich said he's going to use that more.
He didn't even have a carry, so he better.
Another 2.6 per if they don't get creative and call something other than inside zone. Yeah, that's true. Like Zach Hicks brought that up and said the Colts were one of the top 3 rushing attacks at attacking the outside run, but yet we didn't do that at all yesterday.
No.
We did not do that at all.
It was weird. I didn't understand. What was the deal? You have 2 really good tackles.
Yeah, for real. Remember when the Chargers had fans? Wait. Be quiet. They had fans in Los Angeles, too. But yeah, they get that O-line back in shape. Okay, Chris.
Oh.
That is so... Okay, yeah.
It's true. Still.
You can sayonara yourself out of here. Just kidding. My favorite Colt, Zachy P, doesn't get more involved. I'm gonna be mad. Yeah, we're hoping Zach Pascal gets more involved too, and we definitely like his odds. Raiders have a cool stadium. Yeah, from the outside, it looks like the freaking what is that from Star Wars? Is that the freaking Death Star? Is that what they call it? I don't know what it is. I'm not a Star Wars guy.
Oh, is it Circle? The Circle one?
Yeah, the black. It's a black circle. Yeah.
Yeah, the Death Star. Yeah.
I'm not a Star Wars guy, so.
Man.
I never got into it. Never. I liked Revenge of the Sith, but outside of that, I never watched another one after that.
Hey, your mic sounded a little bit raspy. Right?
Okay.
Sounds like there's wind or something.
Okay. I'm going to check that again.
You're good. No worries.
Hello.
Yep.
It's
all good. Okay, try it. Okay. We'll keep going. Love this comment.
All right, am I back?
Yep, I still hear it. That's weird.
Odd.
That's really weird.
Indianapolis, more like Windianapolis.
Oh man, it's real bad.
Is that you or is that me? Because
I think it's you. Let me mute myself and try.
hello. Can you hear me?
I still hear it. Can you guys hear that? Like, can you hear Derek's kind of raspy mic or whatever?
Right. Hello.
Oh my. It's getting worse.
I can't hear him now.
Okay, I muted Derek for a second. It's I can't hear it anymore, so it's something with the mic. I don't know what's going on. Is it me? Oh, maybe it is me.
Hello. I think I lost him. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Dubzilla saying you're good, Derek. Because let me know in the comments, guys, if I'm good here. Let me know. We good? I'm not seeing anybody yet saying anything. Are we good? Jonks, I see a Jonks. Is it still crunching, guys? Is it still sounding like something happening? Or is the audio pretty clear now? I think it sounds better to me. I don't know if you can still hear it or not. Crystal clear? All right, I think we're in the clear, boys. I think we're in the clear. Let's get back to your regularly scheduled programming while Cody fixes whatever it is he's having issues with. I think he's having issues with his other mic. Let's see. It was very vanilla defense. Yeah, I agree. Arrowhead Sports liked the stream. You all heard him. See y'all next stream. My power went out and just got an update on the hurricane. Hey, Tristan, let us know what's up, man. Be safe, okay? And let us know if you need something. Yeah, be safe out there, bro. All right, let us know. No, do not get Allen Robinson. I think the Colts came out flat on Sunday. That needs to get fired up and play smart. Yeah, I absolutely agree. Yeah, I agree, Jenks. I agree. Scott, they literally scored on their opening drive. They were moving the ball at will. Yeah, early they were. Absolutely. Duran Curry, this is one thing that hit him hard. There's one thing that Rivers did not do well at the very beginning, and that was staring down his receivers. That's where it led to a couple of those interceptions. So he didn't do it often, but he did on a few of those, and it cost him. Yep, Death Star, I can confirm. I once stated that whole tragedy of Darth Plagueis. If you can remember. Yes, Miles, I remember that. That was awesome because that was when we had my friend Josh in there. He made you do that. That was funny. Cody, they're all saying it was you that was the problem with yeah, Cody, that was all you that was the issue, my guy, is what they were saying. Let's see. Still hearing. Oh man. All right.
Sorry about that.
Let's see. All good. I think they were saying that it was mostly you that was having the
That
issue.
is weird. Like, I don't know. We hadn't had his issue the whole time, and I just got this phone. It just never. Technology always does this to us. I don't understand.
Yeah, it always does this to us. Yeah.
But I appreciate.
Oh yeah, Nomadic's calling you out on that. No crunchy Cheetos, bro.
I wasn't eating anything. I don't know what was going on.
All right.
Weird.
Arrowhead Sports is challenging me. Go to your fridge, get juice, bring the juice. Okay. Be right back.
Oh, you're going? Okay. All right. Sounds good. What did I miss? No more farts. I know. That was weird. I don't know what happened. But now I'm here. I'm back. No, I wasn't crunching bones. Thanks for asking that. Drink some water. I'm good, man. I'm good. I had some chocolate milk. I'm feeling good.
Arrowhead Sports, this is what you wanted. And I deliver.
Oh, man. What kind? Apple?
Pink lemonade, as always.
Ah.
Okay, guys, so we got about 15 minutes here, Cody, because we're gonna have to get off and record. So
yeah.
Let's see here. Try to sidearm all of his passes. I don't think he tries to sidearm all of it. It's just how he is. I'll be back in a sec, grabbing some juice. See, Arrowhead Sports, you started a trend. Everybody goes to get juice when somebody says bring the juice. You all have been bringing the juice in the comments and with the super chats and the memberships today. You guys have been crazy. How many receptions from Taylor do you see him getting out of the backfield? It should be a little less than what they gave him, honestly.
Yeah, seriously.
Week 1, and not even that Taylor did bad. I'm not even suggesting that he did bad. I'm just saying that we need to use him in other ways.
Yeah.
Week 1 woes aside, how do you feel about the secondary's potential moving forward? I feel that ultimately it can get a lot better. Honestly, I really think it can. It's just Eberflus has got to get away from we're trying something. Like, what are you trying? Right. Whatever you tried, it didn't work. So get away from it.
Exactly. Just fix it.
Yeah, we know Arrowhead. Cody's had echo in there all day.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's just the room you're in.
Oh, is it better now?
No, it's still echo.
It's still echoey? Really?
Yeah, not as bad, but it's still there. I think it's just because you're so close to a wall.
Oh, that makes sense.
Where was Tyquan Lewis? Yeah, that was definitely something that we were wondering too. I mean, he had like 13 snaps. It didn't feel like it though. Got my juice. He got the juice. I find your lack of faith disturbing, or whatever John Gruden said. Oh my. Kurtz 101 with another $10 super chat. Last one, a big fan of the show and of our Colts. Let's get this win Sunday, boys. Hashtag Colts Nation. Kurtz 101. You are a stud, man. Thank you so very much. Kurtz 101, you have been a god in this chat today, man. You joined in as a member today, and the amount of super chats you gave has been very generous. Thank you so very much, man. Glad to have you part of the stream. Glad to have you part of the community. Thank you very much. I'll drink to you, sir. Thank you. And thanks for the super chats. And let's get this win Sunday.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, man. Place a blanket on the wall. Poor man soundproofing. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, man. We need Teray back and Banagoo to be playing in his spot until then. I agree. I think Banagoo should get some more time, to be honest. Can we get an L in chat for Kurtz? Or no, let's get Dubs. Get W's. Can we get some W's in the chat for Kirch? Honestly, this dude's been a god in this stream today. Can we just get some W's? Just straight W's. All I want is W's.
I'm still here.
Okay. Yeah.
My camera's just
in here as well. Fun fact, Aaron Donald has more subscribers on his YouTube channel than the entire Arizona Cardinals. That's funny. W. Just bring out the W's, boys. Just bring out the W's.
Yes, sir.
Just www.
www.
Niski Cap with the W's. Arrowhead Sports with the W's. And Durnify with W's. Guys, just bring out the W's. All right, we're just bringing W after W. Let's go. I want to see some W's. Kirch, this is all for you, man. W's. Cody, you know what's funny is I follow a guy. Let me know if anyone else follows this, guys. But Deller is a gaming YouTuber, and he has TTS, says messages, and people will spam W's, and it will sound like it'll say it so fast that it'll sound like double U, like just the word double and then you, and then it'll go like I'll bill you. It's like what, I have no idea what it says, but it's so funny. It's actually really funny. All right, 5 more minutes in here, guys. If you want us to answer something, get us something here in the next 5 minutes. Let's have a quick rapid fire. Let's see what we got in here.
Yeah, give us a like, give us a sub, all those fun stuff.
Hey.
Yeah.
I am not seeing any more chats in here, guys. Come on, I need you to help me out. Give me something here. We got 5 minutes and 40 of you still in here. For all of you that have been in here, thank you. You all have been real ones. Thanks again for another great stream, guys. This has been great.
It has been.
It's been awesome doing these streams, man.
I agree.
It's the best. It's best the streaming with you guys because, I mean, we've been able to grow a following with this, but we've also just been able to gain a sense of a community, like with the members that we have now. And even the people that aren't members and the people that donate to us or the people that don't donate or the people that are our mods, our unofficial mods, the guys that are in there checking the chat and just talking with us. Like that's what we wanted, guys. We're building a community here and we're really glad to be able to bring you guys on the road. And it's awesome. Justin with the million W's. Biggest pothole you've ever seen, Cody.
Oh, gosh.
I saw one in an Indiana highway. That was the biggest one I've ever seen. Yes.
Definitely in Indianapolis. I mean, it's a city of potholes, man. It's bad.
Hunter, you can't mention that or else Colts Nation will kill you for that.
Oh, man. Derek.
Yeah, I know. I made a video on our channel back in the off season where the Colt, and they got 2,000 views. Okay, so I don't want to hear anything. Week 2, go 4th and 1 or field goal.
Gosh, he better go
on the situation.
Yeah, if it's early on, field goal.
We in this together. Go for our Colts. Absolutely, Kurt. What's going to be the deciding factor for the Colts on Sunday? Can we get back to the original game plan of stopping the run, and can we execute on the run? But ultimately, it's a matter of can we be effective in the passing game this week, because that is where we're going to be able to take advantage of Minnesota this week.
Yes.
Stats for Wilkins. Got any?
Okay. He's not going to get like a ton. I mean, what, like 6-7 carries, maybe. That's like on the high end, I feel like.
Oh, Arrowhead Sports. You sound like my dad, bro.
Probably. What would be your answer to that? I'm thinking of something with Chuck Pagano. Like they can fire you, but they can't eat you. That's my response to that.
Oh no. I say 4 sacks, Dernify.
Okay.
Niski Cap, I really don't want to do the tack dance, bro. I really don't want to do that today. Maybe some next time, though. Maybe next time, guys. After we get a win, I'll do a Dak dance. Okay.
There you go.
Once we win, I'll give you the Dak dance, Niski. All right, I got you. But yeah, thank you all again for an amazing stream. It's been great.
Yeah, it's been great.
Darren, Cody, you guys are the GOATs. Justin, thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
Followed on Instagram, by the way. Thanks, Kurt. Will Packers ever come off of love? I don't know, man. I don't know. I went to Colts training camp last year and Anthony Costanzo stole my Sharpie. I got so close to having Darius Leonard sign my jersey. Oh, that's unfortunate. Let's see here.
Man, I really hope, Derek, that speaking of training camp, I hope we can go down to training camp next year. That would be amazing.
That would be great. That would be great to do, but I don't know. Quick question about the O-line. Oh, do you expect Jordan Wilkins to be featured more in our offense? What will Naheem's Hine role look in comparison? Yeah, Wilkins will get a few snaps, no question about it. But Naheem's role is going to be the same. It's just going to be, you're going to get an occasional run, but you're going to get a lot of the just the swing passes. It's a lot of what you're going to get from him, which is what he should view. Who is the best receiver on the Colts, and why is it T.Y. Hilton? Yeah, I mean, we know why it's T.Y. Hilton. You heard it here, folks. A Colts win equals 1 Dak dance. Hey, there you go, guys.
There you go.
And if you guys are going to super chat me and ask me for a Dak dance, I might. But that's the only way I'll do it, even though Matthew did it once. I told him not to do that. But yeah. Arrowhead Sports, I really want to go to a game. It'll be hard to get tickets, though. Yeah, I had to get my tickets early. We got our tickets last week, and they fill up fast. So if you're going to go to a game, just go to Ticketmaster or go to SeatGeek. Just try and get them as quick as you can because the seats run out quick. They do. They run out quick. Paris is a playmaker for the Colts, and that's why I don't think he should be a kick returner. Okay. Interesting one for sure. Interesting.
Just don't want to wear him down.
I guess that's the response.
Oh, gosh. Look at the last one.
I see it. Oh, darn it. What? Oh, wait a second. Hold on. I messed up. There was so many things happening. Last few things here, guys. Can't be here long, but here my update. My yard is like ankle deep and all the way up to my porch. It had been bad. It's flooding bad, super bad here in Alabama, and a tree fell by my house. Is by my house. It's bad. Oh man. Hopefully you'll evacuate out of there, man. I really hope they get you out of there. Kurt job for a tack dance. Oh man, Niski Cap's trying so hard to get one out of me today. If Colts win by 20 plus, got to do a WOP challenge. No, we're not doing that, sir. I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. First off, I don't even know what it means. I don't know what that is. So unless somebody wants to educate me on TikTok, I'm not or educate me on a TikTok video of somebody else doing it. I don't know what that means. So Tyrone Branch, let's go Colts Nation. Anthony, good to see you again. GG boys. Kirch, appreciate you, man. Campbell looked awesome Sunday. Yes, he did. Prayers, absolutely. Van Albright, I'm late. What up? Van, we're just about to hop off here, man. But I think we're going to just hop off here in about a minute. So, but again, guys, thank you all so much again for being out here tonight. It's awesome. And thank you all for showing the support tonight. We had I think at our peak today, we had about 75 people in here. So it's good to see. And we're sending prayers to Tristan. You know, he's dealing with that hurricane down there in Alabama right now. Hope you're staying safe down there, brother.
Yep. And like you said earlier, Derek, we'll try to stream the game this week. We'll see how that goes. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes, guys. Trevino, I know what it means. Trevino, I know what it means. I know what the actual reference means, but I don't know what the challenge is. I don't know what that means. I don't know what the challenge is. I've never seen anybody do a challenge of that. But Reaper360, thank you. Hope you have a great week as well, my friend. I know what it means, Trevino, but I don't know the challenge. I've never seen anybody do it, so. It says it's past my bedtime. Gotta go. All right. See you later, Arrowhead Sports. I'm just fell in my house. Talk to y'all tomorrow. Wish me luck tonight. Tristan, be safe, my guy. All right. You be safe, please. See you later, guys. You're the MVPs. Justin, you an MVP as well, man. Thank you. Want to know this week? Go Colts. Absolutely. Good broadcast again, guys. Keep the positive vibes going. You know it. You know it, Nomadic. We out here. All right, guys. I think that's going to do it for this stream today. But thank you all so much again for being here. Hope you all enjoyed. Thanks for enjoying the stream with us. And we will see you guys here soon. And we'll probably have another live stream or so up before the week, before the game starts. So we'll see if we can live stream during the game. We'll see if we can, but if not, we'll see what we can do. But thank you guys again so much for Cody and myself. And as always, go Colts.